And yeah.
Can you give us a quick little weather update?
So it is gloomy and high of 46 today and possible rain. Tomorrow is going to get up to 50 degrees, partially cloudy. And the following day, you just look out your window and you can figure the shit out by yourself.
There you go.
There you go. That was a nice little. You have a good calming weather voice.
That would be a great job. I seriously, if anybody would hire me, I would just basically go, and the weather for today is, and then I would open the blinds and go, look, it's that. Back to you.
It's the only job that you don't have to be right at.
No.
You know, you could just say cloudy, 50% chance of rain every day. Or you could say 50% chance of sun today, also 50% chance of rain today, probably high around 46. And you gave them, like, I hate it when they say 50% chance. Like, might not. I don't know.
It might be a seagull pissing on you as it flies over. That's precipitation. You know who actually is making weather people look good ever since they doing this?
Daphne DeLorean.
Well, I don't mean attractively. I mean as far as not is this instant replay. These experts that they have in the booths. They're like, okay, let's go to Mike Pereira, who is going to give you a guess as an expert. And you're watching it on the replay. You're like, the dude obviously stepped out of bounds. And they'll say, well, if you take a look and his toe might have hit the chalk. I'm like, dude, you get paid to make a full statement. And
you're talking about actual sports. I thought you talked about I thought you were talking about like a weather replay.
No, I switched, man. That's what rabbit holes are all about. I switched.
Stay there with me. Come on, Charo.
Stay there with me. You don't know anything. You don't know documentaries. You don't know sports. We're going to just name this shit that Josh doesn't know.
Josh doesn't know. We could rename it the third time for our little show here. So I'm sorry. Talk about it again because now I know what we're talking about.
Okay, so like when you have football. And anybody that watches football, they have, whenever there's a play that is somewhat, where they're going to have to review it, whether it's a touchdown or whether it's a pass interference or whatever, then they always go to this expert now that is in the booth with them, and it's usually a retired referee or head of referees, and they say, Mike, guess your era, whatever his name is, what do you think? And they're like, well, if they see it this way, then it could be this. But if the referees are looking at it as this, then it might. No, dude, make a statement.
Just make your decision, right?
Yeah, I can see it right here. You are getting some serious money to be a wishy-washy little baby.
Mm-hmm.
Pisses me off.
Yep.
Make a statement.
No.
I love it when he's like this. It pisses me off. Make a decision.
Just do your job, which none of us have right now, but it's neither here nor there.
Wouldn't it be nice to have the replay for the weather, too, though? After he gets done doing the weather, somebody else comes on and, like, paraphrases up what he said. He's like, well, so if you look right here, he said it could be a chance of rain, and if he looks at it that way, it could be a chance of rain.
He thought the storm was coming out of the Gulf of Mexico, when actually it was just coming off the Great Lakes. But they're real close.
So your professional weather opinion is we have no sun until Wednesday?
That is correct.
Thursday?
And then it's partial sun.
I'll take it.
Yep.
I went on a bike ride yesterday. I went on a bike ride Friday. I did 4 miles on a bike on Friday. Thought I was going to die.
You did not. It was 4 blocks.
I have the map. My ride on Friday. 4 miles. Last night we did 5 miles on my bicycle. I don't know why anybody would want to do that on a regular basis. Turns out I'm a 4-mile rider because at 4 miles I felt like I wanted to die.
Do you have to realize that you really only can go 2 because you have to go back?
No, we went on a circle. A circle. So
where'd
that was
you go?
Okay. We went. So we started at the pedal trolley office, and then we went down to the DoubleTree and got on the Riverwalk there, which is super nice and super underutilized. There was only one old dude on there who looked away from us as we went by, like I was gonna be on my bike and randomly sneeze in his mouth or something. I mean, we were 6 foot away from each other. It wasn't like, and he like looked away, like it was super obvious that he was like not making eye contact or wanting to breathe in my air. Which is fine, I understand. But we got on the Riverwalk and we went down to we got on the bridge. I don't remember how we got on the bridge though from the Riverwalk.
You can, because you end up in the Boys and Girls Club parking lot pretty much.
Yeah, there you go. So then we went around the corner behind the Prime Event Center there, and then by the FBI office, which I didn't know existed. Did you know there was an FBI office down there?
Yes, I did.
Of course you did.
Of course.
I did.
Right.
And they don't like when you park in one of their spots.
No. Then we got on the bridge there. We went over the bridge and then went down in by buoy 18 there and got back on the Riverwalk again, and went. Excuse me. We went down that way and then through the Riverwalk over to the middle grounds and then up that bridge there. I don't know what to call it other than the Titty Bridge. I don't know what road it really is.
It's a Lafayette Bridge.
Yeah, okay. And then back on the Saginaw, back on the Riverwalk in front of the Breakers Harbor, the Breakers Cove thing, and then back to the Pedal Trolley office.
I was officially don't care at the Doubletree.
Doyle asked where we went. We got an hour.
Are you going tomorrow? I'll meet you guys there.
No, I don't know what else I have to do. I go out and get some energy or exercise. But they said that like exercise causes energy. That was a lie. I don't feel any better.
It cracks me up that your first stop was at the Doubletree where you can get a cookie, and we know that that's what you did.
I didn't.
That's funny. Me and Josh have the same bike. I don't know if Bell Smith knows. I don't even know if Josh knows that, but that your little beach cruiser bike, buddy, that you got, the little big wheel thing, I got the same one.
Really?
I didn't realize I had the same bike as you. Mine's white.
Well,
Bell Smith is jealous, even though
No,
Bell
I have
Smith
one of
probably has a Kuhara.
I have a Schwinn that, and it's one of those beach cruisers. I bought it at an estate sale. The old guy had bid it before he got a chance to use it, so I bought it like brand new. And I've had people offer to buy it from me, and I paid. Well, I bought two of them. One for my wife. Paid $40 for both of them, and
Nice.
Guy at the bike shop offered me $300 for it. I guess it's an original Schwinn cruiser.
It's like an
awesome.
old one.
Yeah, I feel like. I mean, I sit up high where if I fall over, I'm going to break everything. But I feel like I could ride to Midland on that thing. It cruises.
Well, the problem is I have like a 29. It's a 29-inch or something like that. It's huge.
Yep.
And it seems super comfortable when you're just cruising around the town. But then when the headwind is coming at you and you're trying to get over that bridge on Salzburg and the wind is blowing in your face and you only got one gear and you got nothing else left, I ended up pushing it over the
I'm
bridge.
impressed. I was going to say, did you actually ride over the bridge? Because that would be impressive. That's more impressive than the distance you would go.
Got halfway. Had to push it. Stupid bike. It's a stupid bike.
Your stupid bike. I hate
I
this
didn't
dumb
know.
bike.
And I feel like it might not have been the bike as much as it might have just been that I'm fat.
Oh, it was 100% you.
Yeah. Thanks for that clarity. Because one time Doyle and I we rented mopeds, and we were with another friend of ours, and every moped I got was the slow one. I couldn't keep up with them, and then I realized that I was just fat, and that's why
Everyone. That was fun, man.
The
That was fun.
realization sets in.
Yeah, I'm like, this isn't the moped. It's me. I'm fat. And the moped is slowing down because I'm too fat for it. Anyways, there's a rabbit hole for you. How about that, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. That one that actually goes deep enough that's actually sewer at the bottom. You don't even want to be down that rabbit hole.
So the good thing. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. You obviously still have more to try and climb out of the hole. You go.
No, I was taking us out of the hole and announcing that yesterday on the show, if you want to call it a show. John had mentioned. John is the guy with the nice microphone now. John, say hi so everybody knows where you're at. You're at home. Say hi.
Hello.
John had mentioned yesterday that he was going to write us a nursery rhyme.
Yes, I'm adapting them. I'm adapting old nursery rhymes because I have nothing else to do to COVID-19 era nursery rhymes.
Would you like to share one of those with us now?
Sure. So, it's short and sweet, but here you go. There was an old woman who lived in a shoe, and she fucking stayed there because that's what she's supposed to do.
For those of you who missed it, can we have a replay of that, please?
One more time. Welcome to Storytime, kids. There was an old woman who lived in a shoe, and that's where she fucking stayed because that's what you're supposed to do.
Oh my goodness. And that, kids, was another episode of Storytime with Uncle Johnny.
Is that our assignment? Like every day, each one of us has to come up with a new one?
Oh my god, that was funny. I don't know if I could come up with one better than that. I hope you've got more better because that was a good start.
Tomorrow is Old Mother Hubbard.
Stay tuned, kids.
I don't even know why we would continue after that. That should have been at the end. I'm sorry.
The great thing is that it truly took me 2 or 3 minutes, and I was done.
Oh, man, that was good. So John did that for us yesterday, and then he also sent me the story about yesterday during that song that we played, the Stay at Home song. He played. We had talked about hookers and if hookers were okay, and apparently hookers aren't okay. Do you have that story, John, or do I need to look it up?
No, you're gonna have to look it up because I had to. But basically, there was 2 of them. I didn't send you both of them. One of them was interviewing prostitutes in New York, and they were saying how this has affected their business. And then there was another one, the best one, was actually in Berlin, where they said, and they used the phrase destitute prostitutes, which I'm totally going to make into a comic strip. I think that's one of the best phrases ever. And they were saying that that they're now having to turn to internet and go back to doing porn.
The story says that, oh my goodness, I don't want to be a subscriber. I've never even been on your website. There we go. It says sex industry workers in Berlin are feeling the squeeze. That was enough for me right there. I bet you they're feeling more than the squeeze.
This isn't like from The Onion. I mean, this is truly like some reliable source, like the Washington Post. Like that's actually reliable. Go ahead.
Yeah, just daily news. But when it said that they're starting to feel the squeeze, no, that's just the elasticity coming back. It'll be okay. Thanks to a citywide brothel closure that followed a stagnant earnings period. Stagnant. There's so many words in here that are funny for this conversation. Due to social distancing. On Saturday, German officials ordered brothels in the nation's capital to close after more than 350 people had tested positive for the coronavirus. The period leading up to the shutdown wasn't much better. Bordello operator Aurel Johannes Marx told the Associated Press Friday night. But the story gets into here. Business has gone down 50%. There's as many as 200,000 sex workers in Germany, and Doyle's in the United States single. What in the world is happening, Doyle?
I can't get in there. I can't
He
travel.
can't ride his bike that far. Yeah.
Now
I feel bad for him. I mean, because they're really getting screwed.
They're not getting screwed. Actually,
there's another line in there that says they've had to withdraw from.
Because the guy's typing. He's like, man, I can't type pull out here.
Yeah, I heard a few of them had to pull out of the business.
He's like, look at it. He's like, what's another word for pull out, honey?
You have to scroll down. And who is they actually quoted? They interviewed a prostitute.
This is
scroll down.
No, you wait a minute. You wait a minute. Marx runs the brothel there, and then he decided to tell us what he's doing to help sanitize the place, right? Marx said that he's installed disinfectant dispensers near the bathrooms, changed the way that the towels and sheets are cleaned. Wait a minute. How were you cleaning the towels and sheets before? That now you're like, you know what? We got to change that up. We're not doing good enough.
This reminds me of Chris Rock. This is Chris Rock going, you don't get credit for shit you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then my favorite one, tried to keep the windows open so that the germs could escape. Open that window, Sally. It's starting to stink in here.
We have the girls fanning their legs open and closed. Hopefully that it goes towards the window.
Those measures failed to lure in the Johns, though. So they're like, oh my goodness. They just post online. They're like, you know what? We've put some disinfectant dispensers near the bathroom. We changed the way that we clean our towels and sheets. And we're keeping the windows open, so it's safe here. Come on in. And then people are, no, I'm not going in there.
And on a side note, the stock and sales of Summer's Eve and Massengillis went up 22%.
Exactly. German officials also ordered the closure of conventional bars and clubs, claiming dozens of infections had been linked to night owl hotspots. Blah, blah, blah. Could have. Oh, and then this lady, she's an expert. Susan Blair Wilp. Fallout from the coronavirus pandemic could have a larger impact on the sex industry. There you go. There are those who are withdrawing, money from the business entirely at the moment for safety reasons. There are those who are withdrawing from the business entirely for the moment for safety reasons. While some independent operators, that's like a truck driver. He's like, I'm an owner operator.
That's right. You can file for unemployment now.
While some independent operators are still providing sex services, demand is said to be low. Wilp said 90% of all dates are being canceled anyways, and she worries that sex workers, most of whom are self-employed. Is there a company? Can you work for a company?
Yeah, they're called pimp.
Yeah,
you can just work for a pimp, but the pimp's not paying unemployment anyway, so you're pretty much self-employed. You're a 1099 contractor at that point, right?
Yeah.
said that most of the sex workers, most of whom are self-employed, will soon have nowhere to live and no means of making ends meet. European sex worker Foxy Angel.
There you go.
Sean, Foxy Angel.
Please welcome to the stage